Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Tony with Bearded Daddy here, and I just want to give you guys an update about last week. I did not make my goal of $2,000. I only made about $1,400, and I did that in about 4 to 4.5 days worth of work. And it's no big deal. I didn't make the goal. I was on track to make it, but I needed to help out at home and everything. And it was a good thing to stay home and recharge and spend some time with the family and everything anyways. So $1,400, that's more than what I made at my job, so I still call that a win. And so I will be going for $2,000 this week, which I'll update you guys on that later. Anyways, I wanted to let you know a little bit about what I've been noticing for a strategy. I have been noticing that if you want to drive early mornings like I do, then you want to get up early and get some rides in before the consecutive trip bonuses from Uber hit, so you can get a little bit of momentum going, try to get downtown and everything, or at least in the area where the consecutive trip is at, even up in Boulder and everything. So just go ahead and do what you need to do in order to get some momentum going. Try not to drive too many miles without a passenger. I know in the morning it's a little bit difficult if you get an airport trip, because until about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning you're not going to get a rematch from the airport usually. Maybe you will if you're on the Uber Pro platform. I'm not, and you're a Diamond driver. They might get you a rematch because they kind of allegedly it prioritizes the Diamond drivers to have first rematch capabilities. So and I don't recommend sitting in the airport queue and just sitting there and waiting unless you got to take a nap or something because you're just too tired to be driving anyways. Feel free to go to the airport queue. I just don't recommend it because it's not going to help you be profitable. Just take the dead miles back to Tower Road or something, and if you want you can sit there and wait for a ride, or just get back to a different part of town. For me, if it's a consecutive trip time, I'm heading back to a consecutive trip area and getting a consecutive trip. And then around at least this week, what I've noticed yesterday and today is that there's been a lot of demand around 6:30 and 7:15 is when it starts, all the way up till about 8:30. There's been tons of demand, so just look at the map, try to be in a spot where you're gonna get some good surge. And if you end up with a long trip, don't sweat it. Anything over 45 minutes that I've experienced on a surge has they've paid me more than the flat surge. So if it was a flat surge of $6 and I went for an hour and 15 minutes, they end up paying me $18 instead. So you'll still get some extra surge for taking the long trips, most likely. I can't guarantee it, but that's what it's been for me. And so things start to die down around 9:30 to 10 o'clock, somewhere in there. If you want, you can take a break, go spend some time with the family, go to the gym, do whatever you need to do, eat, take a nap, whatever. Or you can switch over and do some food delivery. That's what I do sometimes. I'll do Uber Eats, Doordash, Postmates, but to be honest, I haven't been doing that the last couple of weeks, especially the week that I made $2,000. I did not do that. I just tried to knock out that Uber quest of 50 trips for $105 to $115. It changes every week. and I try to knock that quest out on Monday and Wednesday, which last week I was not able to do that. Anyways, then in the evening time, around like 3 o'clock-ish, I'm looking on Amazon Flex and keeping an eye on that for those $30 to $35 an hour blocks of deliveries, and I'll knock those out on the evenings, and then I'll go home and do it again the next day. And then if I do knock out the Uber quest before the weekend quest comes in, I will try to knock out the promotion from Lyft, which is usually 17 trips for $22, and then 10 more trips they'll give you another $27 or something like that. So that's the strategy I've been going with. And then if something on Postmates comes up where they give me a promotion to do like 5 trips to get $25 extra, I'll do it. Anyways, I hope that this was helpful, and I'll be updating you this week with some information for going to $2,000 for another week, so that I can prove that you can duplicate that, and that if you want to drive full-time, there's more than one way to make the money, and you can make a living driving full-time in the Denver area. I don't know about anywhere else, but Denver at least you can if you put in the effort, and don't be afraid to put in hours when you need to, and take advantage when there's situations like bad weather or there's events going on and there's a high demand for drivers. Go ahead and take advantage of that when you can, because there's going to be days where it's slow and you're going to be wondering if you're going to make enough money, but as long as you keep putting in the effort, you'll make it. Alright, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and leave a comment if you have any questions. You can also send me an email, and if you haven't signed up to Drive, go ahead and use my referral codes in the description for any of the platforms except for Amazon. I don't think they do referrals, but I highly recommend that if you can get on the waiting list and get approved to drive for Amazon here in the Denver area, at least you can make around $30 to $35 an hour, plus sometimes more depending on if the route that they gave you is only like a couple boxes, which happens. So until next time, we'll talk to you later, and have a good day.